You love. It's not for me to say. You love.
Hey Nail fam, hope that you are well. It's your girl TiaBellaBeauty back again with another video. So Double Dip, aka Bellavena, was kind enough to send me over a box of their nail goodies, and I'm going to be unboxing and doing some swatches for you and showing you everything that they have sent me. So a huge thank you to the team over at Double Dip and Bellavena for sending me these products to show you guys. I am obsessed with gel liners, and the fact that they sent me these gorgeous colors. I can't wait to show you these gel liners. But also included, I do have a polygel kit, and then that pouch has some butterfly nail art in there. Now, when I first opened it, I was like, oh my gosh, look at all the beautiful confetti. And it wasn't until I took everything out that I realized one of the boxes, the little segment or compartments kind of opened and probably spilled. So I'm going to try to save those colors because there makes no sense wasting them or throwing them away. They're still good. So we're going to try to get them all swept up and put them back in here. But anyway, the decor set here does include 2 sets of butterfly sequins in various different colors. And I'm just trying to make sure that everything is closed, but there is tape on this. So they did try to seal this, but I'm not sure if maybe during customs inspection that maybe something popped open. So those are the 2 sequins, and they are beautiful. We also have a mixture of rhinestones. They seem to be... no, they probably are the same sizes. Yeah. So we have some rhinestones in there. We have some butterflies. And then we have a pack of stickers. And I do believe these are 10 to 12 stickers in here. They're all gold, holographic, and in various shapes and sizes. So again, if you like butterflies like I do, I'm obsessed with butterflies. So I definitely think butterfly season is in full effect and probably will be so throughout the next few months. So this kit is very handy, and it also comes with oh my gosh, a little cute Bellavena pink tweezers. How cute is that? All right, let's pack this up and let's get these butterflies all swept up and put back into the container, and then we're going to move on to the next product. All right, so here is the polygel kit with that signature holographic background and that nice little message. It does come with this insert that gives you the sizes of the nails and the shapes. And then we have our 6 signature polygels. The colors are these are stunning. I can't wait to show you how beautiful these are. Okay, and then we have our little information pamphlet with a step-by-step guide of how to use the product. And then lastly, the bottom box, and I have unboxed a previous polygel kit from Bellavena before, so this is very much the same thing. The only difference is the colors of the polygels. So it does include the lamp, the polygel slip solution. It does include the same rhinestones from the last kit and your base and top gel. So I'm not going to open these up or use these because I still have a set from the previous polygel kit. So I'm going to use the products from that previous polygel kit because they're basically the same thing. But I'll just quickly run through everything that's in the kit, and then we're going to get into the swatching. Right, so here are the 6 stunning, beautiful colors. These are all glitter polygels. They were not difficult to come out of the tube. They went on smoothly. They are absolutely stunning. The polygels from Double Dip Bellavena are absolutely stunning qualities. Gonna quickly go ahead and swatch these 6 colors on, let you see how they look, and then we're gonna move on to the gel liners. Here are all those beautiful colors. They need to be cured under the UV lamp for 60 seconds. And here is how they look in natural sunlight. Absolutely stunning. All right, I have my swatch sticks here. Now let's move on to the gel liner. And here they are. One thing I really like about the gel liners from Double Dip is that they have that little swatch on the top. I really didn't need to swatch these, honestly, but I still wanted to, because that's part of the nail therapy. That's part of the nailgasm, is to actually see the colors in action. So I'm gonna quickly take everything out. Look at that. Oh, that is such a pretty pigmented colors. These colors are from the gods. They are from the nail gods. They are so pigmented. And I did do a design with these separate from the nail design that I'm doing today. I did do a design and I used them on a full cover nail, and let me tell you, they worked perfectly. I even ombreed them into each other and I didn't have any issues with these gel liners. So this was very much giving me liquid lipstick. That's how pigmented these are. So look at that. Went on smoothly, giving me good opacity there. The colors are vibrant. They're perfect for spring. They're perfect for summer. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch each of these colors for you, let you get a real appreciation of these gel liners and why, and you can kind of understand why I'm so obsessed with gel liners. Now, as I was swatching this one, I did say to myself, this looks very similar to the first one that we did. So I had to put the swatch stick next to it to make sure there is a slight difference to it. And I guess from a creative standpoint, it's good to have different shades or different hues of a similar color. All right, now let's move on to the other colors. We have a beautiful yellowy kind of, this reminds me of cheese actually, cheesy kind of yellow, but it's really, really pretty. And then we have an orange. We have a few oranges in here. We have a few shades of that green and yellow. So all of the colors in this gel liner set just gives me an ombre kind of vibe, you know, different hues of similar colors. Okay, this pink right here was one of my favorite colors of this collection. I mean, I love all pinks anyway. I would have loved to have had a purple in this set as well, but that's fine. That pink and the other pink in this collection, they both of them I really, really liked. Now this is another green again. And again, this one kind of reminded me of the very first green that we did, that we swatched earlier. So again, I had to pull the swatch stick just to give you some similarities. Did we need both of these colors? Probably not, because from a distance and even close up, I felt like they were really, really similar. Maybe if we had maybe like a mint, maybe that would have been really cool. But anywho, here's the next pink here. And again, this pink is a little bit lighter than the other one. So this is more like the hot pink and the other one's kind of like fuchsia. So yes, we did need these two pinks in this collection. Absolutely loved it. This color combination here with the pink and the green, definitely giving me birds of paradise, giving me like tropical, and then the orange to the end. So these were all very tropical. So if you're looking for inspiration designs to do with this gel liner set, think tropical, think beach, think neon vibes, think summer, think spring, think flowers, think butterflies. So many designs that you can do just from these gel liners. And I'm looking forward to showing you guys some really cool nail art. So let's finally get started on our nail design. I'm going to grab my primer as well as my press-on glue from Bellavena that I always use. And then I've recently started using half cover tips. So those are the coffin ones from Amazon. I'm going to be experimenting today, guys. I'm going to be using some dip powder as well as polygel together on a nail. So I don't know if people do this, but let me tell you, don't do it. It was fun doing it, but I don't know. You will see what I mean as we go through this nail design. So I have my polygel brush, I have my base and top coat, and then I have those butterfly sequins. So I went ahead and applied the half cover tips off camera, which is basically using some primer as well as the press-on glue and then curing them for 60 seconds. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply the dip powder first, and let's see how this goes. Now I have been watching some videos on YouTube here, and they said to be sure to stir it before you use it to prevent marbling. That's something I have not been doing at all or even consistently. So I just wanted to point out, to help reduce any marbling, be sure to store your dip powders and your acrylics. So now let's go ahead and apply this dip powder to my nails. I'm going to be using the base gel method. So I'm going to go ahead and apply base gel to the nail. Then we're just going to pour the dip acrylic powder. All right, so we are now going to do the exact same thing on the ring finger with the dip acrylic powder. We're just going to go in with base gel, then pour a layer of that dip acrylic powder onto this nail as well. All right, the nail's looking a little rough, but that's okay. This is all the application parts. You can have a little bit of bumps, you can have a little bit of mistakes. At the end of it all, there's always a way to cover up your mistakes, okay? We're just flexing, faking it until we make it. So now I have that first layer on. I'm gonna go ahead and do the exact same thing all over again. Apply a second layer to the nail, base gel, as well as dip powder. All right, so I am done with the second layer, and now I'm going to go ahead and do some polygel. And guys, I'm actually going to be doing a polygel on top of the nail. Like usually I would run for the lazy girl method because yes, I am lazy and I don't like shaping, but I thought I'd change it up just a little bit and give it a try. I've been watching Nails by Nelly. She does an exceptional job with her polygel tutorials. So I said, okay, for once, Tia, just try to do the overlay method. So I go in with some base gel because obviously the polygel is not going to adhere to the acrylic powder. So I go in with a little bit of base gel to the nail, and then I squeeze a little bit of that polygel on to the nail. And now I'm going to take my polygel brush here, spray a little bit of isopropyl alcohol onto that and try to pack this into place. And guys, let me just tell you, like, I don't know, I feel like I'm just really lazy and stuck to the lazy girl method way that when I finally try to do the traditional, the right way to do polygel nails, I'm like complaining. I was complaining through this entire process. The polygel worked really well. It like pats like butter. It just goes on really smoothly. You can actually see that it's not even sticking to my brush. It's not sticking, it's not lifting. I feel like the polygel really made it easier to do this overlay method. It was just me complaining that I had to do so much work because you need to pat it properly. You need to make sure that there's no lumps and bumps, because if you don't do that, when it's time to file, you're going to be here until thy kingdom come filing. So would I do the overlay method with polygel again? Maybe I would, because it worked really well. It's just, I don't know, I just felt really lazy, but I get it. I get the fascination with applying polygel to the top of the nail. It's just I need more practice with it. All right, so that first layer of polygel on the thumb is done. I'm gonna do the exact same thing with the polygel onto my ring finger. So it's kind of like an ombre really. So the dip acrylic powder is to the top of the nail, and then the polygel is gonna be to the bottom of the nail. So I go in with some base gel onto this nail, and then we're gonna go ahead and apply the polygel. So I have not cured the polygel layers yet. So they are still wet, they're still very sticky. So I'm gonna go in with the butterflies. I want to stick the butterflies into the polygel and kind of encapsulate the butterflies a little bit. So it's gonna be like an ombre polygel butterfly encapsulated kind of nail design with dip acrylic powder. That is a mouthful. So I decided to go in with because I'm using this kind of teal blue kind of aquamarine polygel, the other one that's on the desk, I decided to go in with some matching butterflies just so that it can match all of the colors that I'm using in this nail design set. And then after I'm done placing those butterflies, I give them a cure under the UV lamp for 60 seconds. So I'm just going to move on to the other nails. I need to apply some base gel to all of these nails because I am going in with a full nail of polygel. So that blue glitter polygel is going to go on the index finger, the middle finger, and we're also going to put a little bit of that onto the pinky finger. And in order for the polygel to adhere to these nails, I need to go in with a layer of base gel. All right, so for the pinky finger, I'm gonna do half of the nail in the dip acrylic, and then I'm gonna do the other half in a polygel. So this is an ombre, but it's gonna be an ombre between acrylic and polygel together. So back to the thumb and the ring finger. Now I need to add some dip acrylic powder to that cuticle area. So I'm just gonna go in with some base gel again and just kind of fill that cuticle area up. Now I did apply this nail wrong for some reason. Like the glue seeped over and I tried to file the excess glue away, but it's still giving me a line. So I am going to have to find a way to kind of cover that little inconsistency up a little bit. And we will find a way to cover that up. All right, now let's move on to our polygel application, and I'm going to be going in with a full cover nail of that index and middle finger using this gorgeous aquamarine teal kind of beautiful, reminds me of the ocean polygel set. Then for my pinky finger, we're going to do a half cover of that. So we already have the dip powder part on. Now we're going to add the polygel on. Now, like I said, I hardly ever do polygel overlays. I would always try to stick to the polygel lazy girl method just because of the shaping and the padding and the filing. But these polygels really actually make me want to do more overlays. They were so easy to pat into place. They're not sticky, they're not runny. They were the perfect consistency. And I really, although it took a while, it did take a while for me to pat this into place, and I still have to build an apex and I still have to shape it. I actually really enjoyed applying this, and maybe it was because I'm using half covered tips, and I don't know, I felt like the entire experience of trying to pat this into place and to do an actual real polygel overlay was overall a good experience. So I have those two fingers done. I'm going to go ahead and pat the pinky finger. Then we're going to give them a cure for 60 seconds under the UV lamp. Okay, so we kind of need to build up a little bit more onto the dip powder nails a little bit. So I'm going to dust off that excess, and I think I'm going to go in with maybe some polygel again onto this nail just to give it a little bit more shape. And for some reason, my ring finger looks really crooked. Like, I don't know why I'm noticing it now after I've done so many layers. But when I put them next to each other, I was like, wow, I really put that on crooked. So it's too late to turn back now. We're just gonna have to fake that one as well. So we need to build a little bit of an apex. I know I usually don't have apex in my nails, and I thought, you know what, Tia, just give it a try. Just try for once to try to have some sort of apex. The apex didn't arrive. It still didn't arrive, but we did manage to get a little speed bump. Okay, so we didn't have an apex. We have a tiny little speed bump. So this is progress, guys. This is from no apex, flat, duck fingers shooting up to the sky to a little speed bump on the nails. So yeah, I'm proud of myself for trying to attempt to have a little bit of apex in this video. All right, now let's finish off with some base gel over those butterflies. We're going to go in with a little bit of polygel onto those. All right, here's how we're looking, guys. Everything seems to be looking okay. I've cured everything. I still have a little bit of unevenness. I'm gonna have to shape these guys up. So I'm gonna go in with my nail drill from Melody Susie and just kind of clean up around those cuticle areas and kind of file over any area that needs to be a little bit more smooth. And I actually really enjoyed this. I enjoyed the shaping part of these nails. They look really beat up. They might be a little bit ugly to you. That's okay. In the end, though, they still turned out really pretty. Okay, so bear with me just for a few more minutes, guys. Let me show you how I transform these little nails into a work of art. Look at my little shaping. Look at my little shaping. Ah, she looking a little good there. I mean, she all right. You know, she all right. She looking a little smooth there. Bam. Look at that. Look at that shaping. I mean, she needed a little bit more work, but that's okay. All right. Now, let's go into the bling and the charms. And I will be using this big butterfly charm. I think I got this from Shein, if not from AliExpress. And we're going to cover up that little imperfection there. You see? When you have issues, man, look, y'all, all you need to do is just grab some rhinestones and some charms. You're good to go. And I did go in with some line art. I'm going to do some French outline onto the index and the middle finger, and then I'm going to go in with some rhinestone glue, and we're going to stick that big boy on there as well as the ring finger. Now I know my ring finger is still crooked, but if you angle your hand right, no one's gonna know. No one's gonna know. Look at that bling when I apply the top gel. Look at how nailgasm that looks. And then here's the nails. Tell me you could see okay, you can see it here, it's still crooked there, that's okay. But when I hold it like this though, like this, she look all right. Okay, all right guys, again, a huge thank you to Double Dip Bellavena for sending these products over to me to review. I hope you guys enjoyed my little tutorial. And well, it's not a tutorial, it's like a little nail hack video. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.